What's up, everybody? This is Aditi here, your leadership coach and brand strategist. So right now, we are going to create your marketing calendar for the entire year, okay? So if you're a business owner, either you're starting your business or you're further along in your business, but you've never actually planned out your whole year before, I'm going to help you do that today. Okay. So if you're watching this as part of the 3-week reboot, you have already in day one done a full review of your business currently. You have mapped out your business offerings and decided on them. You have done your revenue mapping and forecasted your revenue for this entire year. Now, based on those numbers that you just did in the last day, we're going to plan out your year. Now, if you're watching this video as a standalone, not part of the reboot, then this is perfect to show you how to create your marketing calendar as well. Okay, so you're going to get a ton of value here, and I'm going to show you some really dope shit. Okay, so this is how I actually plan out my year, and this is how I've done it for myself. Literally, when I came back from my sabbatical, like this is the process I did. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. All right, so let's get into it. So these are the 5 steps that I broke it down into. As you guys know, 5 is my favorite number, and I feel like 5 is a good number to like kind of break it down. So that's how I'm breaking it down for you guys. So the first step, what you're going to do is you're going to decide quarterly when you're going to launch your different offerings, whatever they may be. Okay, so first you just kind of want to look at a glance and be like, okay, like in the spring, winter, fall, or whatever, like the first quarter of the year, the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, based on kind of whatever you feel and based on your revenue goals and whatever your goals are and where you're trying to go. So first you're going to decide the quarter. Okay. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to then choose the specific months that you're going to focus on and what you'll be launching or creating or focusing on that month. Okay, then the third thing so first you select the quarterly, then you select the specific months, then you're going to go ahead and select the specific dates. Now, I find that people usually go straight to the specific dates. I couldn't do that. So breaking it down this way made it much easier for me because I can like take a landscape of it and then I could then select the months and then go into the specific dates. So hopefully this breakdown makes it easier for you because it made it a lot easier for me. All right. And when you select the specific dates, you can literally, put in there like when you're launching your offering, maybe if you're going to have a kind of open cart, closed cart, like as in, okay, this day, like March 15th, this program is going to be open for enrollment. And then March 25th is going to be closed for enrollment if you're running your business like that, right? Which if you are offering different courses or different things, like it is a good idea to kind of have some windows planned out where you can have those marketing campaigns to launch that thing, even if it's your one-on-one coaching or one-on-one consultations or like whatever, not one-on-one consultations because those are free. We're talking about paid stuff. So scratch that. All right. So go. And then after that, what you're going to do, step 4, is you're going to actually plug these dates that you've come up with into your own calendar, because what I'm going to do is I'm giving you guys a worksheet that makes it easier for you guys to like plan it all out, and then you're going to go back and put it into your own calendar. So that's step 4. And then the last step, and this is literally how I did it for myself, the last step, number 5, is actually to go back and double check all of the dates to take into account any vacations you already have planned, any personal commitments or travel days you know about, or like maybe your birthday week. Like sometimes during my birthday time, like I'll take off for those few weeks or even just that week. Or I know right now, like I'm going to Thailand actually in August. So I kind of was just keeping that in the back of my mind as I wanted to make sure there's no launches happening during those weeks that I'm in Thailand. Okay, so that's as an example. All right, so to review, first, you're going to decide quarterly when you'll launch your offerings. Second, you're going to choose the specific months on what you'll be launching, creating, focusing on that month. Third step is then you're going to select your specific dates that you're going to be launching. and you can go deep as open enrollment, closing, etc. This is really good for product launches, course launches. Fourth, you're going to plug these dates into your own personal calendar that you use to plan out your business. So whether that's Google Calendar, whether that's a spreadsheet, whatever it may be, you can decide that. Okay. And then number 5 is to go back and double check and take into account any vacations, personal commitments, any obligations or travel that you already know about. So you want to make sure you're not like launching something crazy when you're traveling, because it might be hard to maybe depend on getting Wi-Fi, things like that. Okay. So I promise you, if you find this process to be debilitating and you maybe want to hide, maybe you even want to puke and you feel sick to your stomach, know that this is completely normal, because this was happening for me too. And this really happens also even more for like highly sensitive people. And we just like feel everything a little bit more than everybody else. So if it is scary and, you know, it's heavy and all those things, like, I want you to know that this is part of the process. Like, your stuff will come up. And if you want, you know, what you can do is actually just do a thought download of all your fears and everything that is coming up, to just take it out of your brain. So you can just look at it and face it head on. And then you can see which one is truth, which one is fact, which one, you know, can you actually shift something in? So although this process was really scary for me when I originally did it, like, I had a lot of like, when I was doing it, because I know the plan that I have is going to expect me to step up in a new way this year that I've never stepped up before, you know. So it was giving me a little shortness of breath, a little heaviness in my chest, like, keeping it real, you guys. Like, I was like, oh my God. So, but I just took it one moment by one moment. And that's why I first kind of did it with the quarterly, then the monthly, then the dates. That kind of helped me ease into the process. So that's what I'm providing for you guys too. But I promise, after you're done, how I felt, like, I was feeling so clear, so focused, so aligned, and I felt really good about my business. I felt really good about the plan that I have for the year. So, you know, when our ideas and our things are kind of muddled in our head, like, it makes it really hard to actually make a plan to execute on it. And it's very exhausting. It's stressful. So like, having it kind of all written out, you're just kind of like, oh, okay. So there's no drama here. This is the plan and this is what I'm going to follow. And then obviously there will be some mind drama that comes up when it's time to actually execute, but you're going to work through that later. All right. So, another thing I want to mention is, if you're struggling on like where to put certain things or where to launch certain things, and like, you just like, oh, but I don't know how to decide which day to do it. Tap into your intuition, connect within, and see what feels good, you know? And from there, like, there were a few things that I didn't really have a very logical reason for picking, like this certain date or the certain time period, but it just felt like that felt good to me. So I just picked something. So the thing here I really want you guys to think about and stress is, you do not want to be stuck in decision limbo, okay? This is going to keep you stuck, and this is going to keep you broke, and this is going to keep you unhappy, and this is going to make you feel like you're just like not accomplishing anything. So to make this process smooth, I really want you guys to focus on making a decision and moving on, because I want you to actually complete this entire thing and get it done. Okay. I think you should be able to do it in like 30 minutes, but max 1 hour. Don't spend longer than an hour to do this. I didn't spend more than an hour on doing this. All right. And like, remember, you can always change something later if you really need to, but I highly recommend that you really just decide on something, stick with it, commit to yourself and commit to your business, and only change it if you like really feel like you need to. But otherwise, I really want you guys to make a decision, stick to it, and move forward. Okay. So I did make a spreadsheet for you that is going to show you guys how to do this. Okay. So let me show you guys that. All right. So this is a worksheet that you'll have access to when you join aditicreative.com/reboot, or if you're watching this video on a web page, you might find the worksheet below this video. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Okay. Just close that out. Okay, so this is basically the 5-step process I just broke down for you guys. So it's all literally written here for you. Okay, so I got you guys covered, and I kind of wrote out what I just said as well. So step 1. Okay, here's step 1. You're gonna first decide when in the year you're going to offer certain things. Okay, so I broke it down by quarter: quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four for the year. Now, if you're watching this video at different time of the year, it doesn't matter. You can just plan like the next following part of it. You know what I mean? So just use this spreadsheet or a worksheet as best for yourself. All right. So don't get stuck. Just adjust it. So then step 2 is you're going to actually pick which months you're going to be focusing on. Like what. So from the quarters, then you're going to break it down even further where, what you're going to put. Now, you may not know exactly, and that's okay. I want you to just play with this. You can plug and play and start moving things forward. All right. Then step 3, once your months are selected, then it's time to pick the specific date. So I actually created the entire year for you guys here. Now, if you guys are watching this in another year, this is set for 2019. If you're watching this in another year, it only takes you 15 minutes to adjust all the dates. You can just look at your Google Calendar and like click the year button, and then you can see all the dates, and then you can just copy and paste and adjust it. So here's an example, right? Like you guys know my signature course is getseeinggetpaid.com. And so I just did an example here for you. So like, let's say I was going to launch just Get Seen Get Paid on January 12th. Okay. And then I'm going to open the cart here, and then I'm going to close the cart a week later. And then we're going to start the course. So I kind of mapped it out that way too. So I know when the course will end, and then what am I going to do next? Okay. So that's just a very simple example. I have the entire year here. So you guys, like, I got you guys covered here. So you can literally plan out all the way through December. Okay. And remember, if you're watching this at a different time period in the year, just start with whatever months that feels right. Then step 4, like I said, you're going to plug this into your own calendar. And then step 5, you're going to do a double check for any vacations and personal commitments. And then after you're done, I would love to, I want you guys to reflect on this process. How did that feel? And how did you feel after completing it? And then what you're going to do is post your reflections inside the private Facebook group with 3-Week Reboot. So remember, to get inside all of that, you have to go to aditicreative.com/reboot. Or if you're already in there, you can just post. Okay, guys? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm excited to hear about your marketing year and how you're planning it out. All right. Love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.